Friends, welcome back to our Python journey. Until now, we working with single piece of data, one name, one age, one secret number. But what if we have a whole collection of items we want to store together? For example, a list of grocery items or a list of your friends' name. Today, we are going to learn about the list, the most common way to store a collection of data in a Python. Think of a list as a row of locus where each locus has a number and you can store something inside. Now, what is a list? List is a order of collection of items are created using the third brackets, and the list the item inside are separated by the comma. The greater thing about the list is that they can hold different data type in the same list. You can have a mix of a string, number and boolean. Suppose I created some list here that is the variable name groceries and is the list format. Grocery is a list once. Open the third brackets and put it in the strings rice, dal, milk, eggs and bread. If I want to print my list, then you can see here I comment out of this line also, so you can check in the terminal. Suppose I print my list has got printed rice, dal, milk, eggs and bread. Now let's create with the different data types in the list, that is called heterogeneous list. Heterogeneous list, that list they can contain the different data type into a list. Example, suppose my information, that is the list I am passing in the list as a string my name and integer as a my age, and I am a student as a boolean, and I am working professional as a boolean also, that is the false, and I am a student, that is the true. Suppose if here is I store in this one list is a multiple data, that one is string, integer and boolean data. Let me show you how can check the data type of a list items. You can check here. Suppose I want to check my first items, that is the my first item, that is the my name, which one is the string. If I want to check in the terminal, so you can simply check by the type using the type function. Suppose first item of my list and accessing through the my first item using indexing. Further indexing I talk in the after some time, so you can just check. If I run this program, you can check here I already printed here printed my list above, and now the first item of the my information list, that is the DC case. You can check here DC case got printed, and data type of DC case is the string, that is a str. You can simply check all thing in this manner, and I got comment out of this. Sorry, I comment out of this line and simply run this program, and you can check first item is DC case, that one is data type as a string format, and second item of the list is 25, that is the integer class, and third item of the list, that is the true, this is the boolean class, and fourth item is also false, that is the boolean class. Now we go to the further next. Access the item of the list. Since list are order of each item has a specific position, that is called an index. Python uses a zero based indexing system, which means the first item is at 0th index and second item of the list is at the first index. So on this is the very important concept about the indexing. To access an item of a list, can use the list followed by name and third brackets with the index number inside. Now let's create the some list, random list. Suppose uh, my info as a list, and I want to access item of the list, and suppose print first item of the list is, you can simply run this program, and first item of the list is the Rishikesh. That one is the available at the 0th index because of Python followed the zero based indexing. So here is this is the 0th position, and first, and this is the second, and this is the third. Rishikesh is present at the 0th position, 25 present at the first position, and true second at the second position, and false present at the third position. So simply I can check first item of the list and my info followed by third brackets and index number at the 0, and same thing with the last four items, and simply I can run this program, and you can check first item is the Rishikesh, and second item 25, and third item is true, and fourth item is false. Now move to the next forward. Let's create another list, and another list. Suppose I have fruits as a list, and I put it some fruits name into the list: apple, banana, orange, and papaya. I can simply access one by one item using index print fruits of the first item, and I can copy and print all the items 0, 1, 2, and 3. Because of I have 0th index on apple, banana, orange, and papaya, continuing 0 to 3. Because of I have fourth item, but Python's uses zero based indexing. So suppose I comment out of this line and start to access. Apple got printed at the 0th index, banana got printed at the first index, and orange got printed at the second index, and papaya, that one is available at the fourth item, got printed through the third index. And now move to the next program. Next program. Next topic. And same thing with another items, we can print them. We can also use the negative index to count the end of the list. Index -1 refer to the list item. Let me show you something. Suppose I have my num is a list and I stored some number 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Suppose I want to print my last number of the list, and I can simply print using the minus based indexing. So I can simply last item of the list is, I can print through this. Last item of the list is the 50. I got printed here. Negative based indexing. Negative indexing. Index. Comment out of this line, and this is the -1 position, this is the -2 position, and this is the -3rd position, this is the -4th position, and this is the -5th position. Now I arrange it. We can, if I want to print number 20, that simply use the print function and write, suppose -4th item of the list is my num of the followed by third brackets and -4th item. If I run this program, that got printed -20 here, because I use the negative based indexing here. Simply in the same manner, I can print the all item of the list. Now let's move to the next forward. In summary, we can say a list in Python is an ordered, mutable, dynamic, heterogeneous, and also homogeneous collection of the support indexing, slicing, and nesting. Now someone asks me why sorry what is the dynamic. So Python lists are dynamic and we can modify the using inbuilt method like a append, extend and remove access through the dot operator. Lists are also mutable, which means we can change, add and remove item after the list is created. To change an item, you can simply refer to its index and assign a value. Let me show you something. Remove and append function usage in Python. Suppose I have a fruit. Fruits is a list and I put some fruit name apple, orange and banana. If I want to add extra fruit name into this list, so simply we can use the append function. Suppose I have a fruits dot append and using the parenthesis, and I can print another fruits name, that is the papaya. And now if I print the my about my fruits list, that is the fruits, I can simply check here papaya got added at the last index of the list. So simply we can say, when we use the append function actually append the item into the list in the last item of in a list. So at the same I can changing name in list. Fruits name into the list, and suppose I have a fruits that was the first index, and I can change grapes, and simply I can print my fruits. Then what happened, new list h I comment out no. I can run this program and simply you can check, here is orange replaced by the grapes after changing by the index using this. Now move to the next topic, that is the loop through list through looping. List through looping. This is where our previous lesson yearly come together. The for loop is perfect for list. We can use it to go through every single item in a list without needing to know the index of each item. Let me show you. Suppose I have a grocery list, groceries as a list, and added some groceries, rice, dal, bread, milk, and eggs. Now if I want to print whole the item of a list, I can use the for loop using the for item in a groceries. Because of groceries I declare the as a list. Now I can simply use the print function, and I need to buy I need to buy plus item. Because of item, here is the variable is a temporary variable, that is the uses the groceries item in this variable. Now if I run this program, simply you can check. I need to buy rice, I need to buy dals, I need to buy bread, I need to buy milk, I need to buy eggs got printed here, and here is the spaces not printed, but I can simply here give a space and got printed a space. So I can print all the item of a list through the for loop. Using this loop automatically print a line for each item in the list, making our code much more efficient. Now in this video we learned about introduction to list. You now know how to store collection of data, access individual item, and change them. In our next video we will dive deeper into the more list method and the on the other important data structure like tuple and dictionaries. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you, and keep practice and enjoy your life. Thanks.